I'm already in Inventory Manager. You can get to it by looking at the navigation pane under Insights and clicking on Inventory. Now, right now, Systems Manager has not taken inventory for our instances, so we're going to set this up. Go ahead and click the Setup Inventory button. Now, under Provide Inventory Details, it already gives us a name, Inventory-Association, so we'll stick with that. We're going to select targets by selecting all managed instances in this account. A managed instance is just an instance that has the Systems Manager agent configured, which again, all Amazon Linux instances do. Let's scroll down to Schedule, and we'll go ahead and stick with the default of every 30 minutes. Scroll down to Parameters. Now, under the parameters, we can select specific items to collect inventory for. Look at all this. It doesn't even fit on the screen. We can collect information on installed applications, AWS components, network configuration, and there are even Windows-specific options. Let's go ahead and scroll down to get the rest of these in view. That looks good. And we can also collect information on specific files and the Windows registry if you're running Windows. We'll leave everything here as is, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then click the Setup Inventory button. And at the top, it says Setup Inventory Request Succeeded. Let's click the View Details button. Now notice it takes us over to State Manager. Now, let me scroll down on the navigation pane and show you we are in fact in State Manager. And it's also created an association. What is an association? Well, simply it's a configuration that's applied to an instance. Notice it has a document name here, AWS-Gather Software Inventory, and I'll give you one guess what that does. Recall that we looked at Systems Manager documents and even created a document earlier in the course. What's happening here is that Systems Manager, and specifically State Manager, is executing this document to collect software inventory. This is called an inventory association. We're going to look at State Manager in a moment, but first, let's take a look at the results. In the navigation pane again, under Insights, please click on Compliance. Then scroll down, please, to Compliance Resources Summary. And now we have an association compliance type with two compliant resources. Go ahead and click on the number 2, please. And then scroll down to the bottom. And there we see our instances. Let's go ahead and click on the first instance in the list. It takes us straight to the Associations tab. Scroll down a bit, and voila, there's the association. Now, let's take a look at what it found. Click, please, on the Inventory tab. And look at this. We've got our list of installed software. And if you click the drop-down, you can select other types of inventory items, such as detailed instance information and networking. Let's click on AWS:/network. And there we get the instance's network information. Click on the drop-down again. Let's try, I don't know, how about instance detailed information? And there we get some information on the virtual CPU. Now, by the way, on the navigation pane, scroll down and look where we are now. We're under Shared Resources, Managed Instances. From here, we can also click on the Patch tab. And once again, we can take a look at the installed patches. If I go up here, click in the search box, I can click on State, scroll down just a bit, and then click on Missing. And it's going to show me those missing patches once again. So this is nice. We can see everything in one place. So I hope you're starting to see how this all fits together. Next, we're going to take a closer look at State Manager.